Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today we're going over the new Gorilla Mind Orange Ice Dreamy. Yes, orange creamsicle from Gorilla Mind. You guys been asking for it. I got it for you today, coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. And in today's video, we're going over Gorilla Mind's newest flavor, Orange Ice Dream. Yes, a lot of you been asking them when you're going to be doing your orange creamsicle, and not a ton of companies have done orange creamsicle yet, but more companies have started to come out of the woodwork to do it. Ever since Reign came out with orange dreamsicle several years ago, other companies have started to try and perfect it, and although there's not a ton of them out there, there are a decent amount. I mean, it's not the caliber of your peach mangoes, your blue razzes, your citruses and orange, your staples in an energy drink line. But orange cream has become a staple in a lot of people's personal flavor preferences. So the bigger companies have started tackling orange creamsicle flavors. And they can't name of orange creamsicle because creamsicle is a trademarked licensed name. That's right. And one company was able to get that trademark, and they did. So everyone else has to come up with creative ways of saying it. Gorilla Mind went with Orange Ice Dream. And a huge shout out goes to Gorilla Mind for sending me these drinks in exchange for an honest review. I really do appreciate it. It is amazing when companies will actually send me their drinks to review. And if you do want to know everything there is to know about Gorilla Mind, I did a video right there. It is a long video, but it goes over everything you need to know about Gorilla Mind, as well as a taste test of the first 4 flavors. I have reviewed every single Gorilla Mind ever since that first video, so be sure to check out my channel for any other Gorilla Mind flavors you might be interested in. But for right now, let's taste it out. And here's the can. And not really much more to say about the drinks. Every time we talk about the Gorilla Mind, or every time I do a Gorilla Mind review, I go over the can a little bit, but the can is pretty straightforward. Big logo on there, tiny picture and name of what the flavor is, and a bright can. Sometimes it is a gradient. This can isn't as bright as the Orange Rush, which makes sense because it's not a straight on orange flavor. It's an orange creamsicle kind of flavor, so it's a little bit more muted, still bright enough to be seen, with a gradient that kind of goes to a light orange color, giving that whole creamsicle kind of feel to it, as opposed to the tropical, which was orange at the bottom, just about this same. I'm looking at it, yeah, just about the same orange color, going to a yellow color, kind of similar, but I'm pretty certain people will be looking at the name of the flavor when they're trying to decide between their tropical, their Orange Ice Dream, and even their Orange Rush. Let's go ahead, let's taste it out. You know it's got 200 milligrams of caffeine. Always got to talk about the caffeine in the 16-ounce can. And also, right before tasting it out, when it comes to orange creamsicles, there are 2 ways that you can go. And the reason I'm saying this now, it's kind of cold, gotta have your drinks nice and cold, is because some of the companies go a little bit more orange with their creamsicle flavor, and other companies tend to go a little bit more creamy vanilla with their drinks. So the ultimate question is going to be, are they doing more orange? Are they doing more cream? Are they doing a mix in between? Are they going more heavy to boost up all that flavor to make it an overly potent creamsicle flavor, which some companies have done? It's like, wow, this is creamsicle to the max. And some of the other companies lightened it down a little bit. A lot of people said that the C4 creamsicle flavor was a little bit lighter than some of the other more potent creamsicles, but that's the reason why they liked it, because some of the other drinks just went over the top, whereas the creamsicle one is pretty accurate to creamsicle. And just for representation, one of the creamiest ones I think that were out there was the Reign Dreamsicle, the original, and I think that that creaminess in there is what I prefer. But orange isn't a preferred Caffeine Man flavor, and even though it's not like a straight on typical orange, it's an orange creamsicle orange, I prefer the slightly creamier ones as opposed to the more orange forward ones. And one of the most orange forward ones that I have had has been the Ghost one. And if you're interested in any of my orange creamsicle flavors, be sure to check out my channel. I even did a video that was a battle of the orange creamsicles, and this was back out when creamsicles started. This was back out when there was only like 5 or 6 creamsicles on the market, and now there's a lot more, so I should probably update that battle of the creamsicle video. But each and every time I do a review for you, I put the score on the chart for you. So let's go ahead, let's stop talking about it, and let's taste out the Gorilla Mind Orange Ice Dream. clear color. And wow, I can smell it from here. My goodness, I think it's gonna be more orange forward. Woo, let me get but then you got that creamsicle in there. Always a good thing when you can smell the drink and it's a nice, strong, solid smell, because that's representative that the flavor is most likely gonna be a strong, solid flavor. Let's taste it out. It's got a little bit of zing right at the end there. Back from the can. So for carbonation, you're getting a medium to high carbonation, closing in on high. And it's interesting because a lot of your orange creamsicle flavors tend to go a little bit lower on the carbonation. They will go a little bit more medium so that you get a smoother feel out of it, so you can get more of a ice cream or creamy kind of feel out of it. But I don't really think they went down on the carbonation for their drink. For your sweetness, you're definitely getting a high amount of sweetness. All the Gorilla Mines are definitely solid in the amount of sweetness, and they're also solid in their flavor profile. So their flavor profile is also a high flavor profile, and man, this thing packs a punch. First off, it's a very solid creamsicle flavor, and pretty much when you see the Caffeine Man rating chart a little bit later, you're gonna see that a lot of the companies are in the 9s, because basically if you can't make something taste like orange creamsicle, you shouldn't even attempt it. So therefore, all the companies that did attempt it, or most of them, ended up being in the 9s because they did a really great job replicating that creamsicle flavor. And then it's just a matter of if it's going to be a 9.0 or if it's going to be like a 9.9, and all that depends on the flavor profile in between and how the companies did with it. And this is definitely going the way of being a lot more orange forward. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the creamsicle flavor is light. It's definitely a solid creamsicle flavor. Even if I'm going to give you some percentages, I'm going to say this is like a 75 to 80% orange flavor. That's how potent the orange is. And even though that 20% creamy flavor, that 20% creamsicle creamy flavor or vanilla flavor, even though it's only 20%, the whole entire drink as a whole is super solid, super strong, and that 20% cream is stronger than some of the other orange creamsicles on the list that might have been like a 40% creaminess. That's how solid of a flavor it is. It is punching you in the face. Just like all the other drinks, it is a high flavor profile. So if you don't like your drinks overly strong, Gorilla Mine might not be for you, because they are giving you a super strong energy drink flavor. It's definitely 100% orange creamsicle. At no point will anyone ever say it's just an orange drink, because it definitely has the creamsicle flavor to it or the ice dream feel to it. But then they just boost up that orange, and right at the end there, right before you get to the aftertaste, after you've been enjoying the strong orange creamsicle flavor, you get this bite of orange. You get this tartness that comes in, this little extra bit of tartness right in the back end that just hits you. It's like, did you know it was orange? We knew you knew it was creamsicle, and creamsicle all tastes like, you know, the orange creamsicle, but we want you to know that it is orange ice dream. And they just boom, they hit you with that little bit of extra orange on the back end, a little bit of tartness, almost like a sweet and sour drink, but not really all that sour at all, just that tartness, not even sour and tart, fine line between the two, but there's this zest right at the end. Boom. And then it stays with you. It lingers there. Really, really good job. And like I said, anyone that does orange creamsicle should be doing a good job at it. So let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the Caffeine Man rating chart. And did I say there wasn't a ton of competition for it? More companies have been doing it. I'm used to only a couple of companies, but given the amount of companies out there, this is still somewhat limited. But that still has a lot of drinks out there, and it's definitely gonna be in the 9s when it comes to the flavor. Like I said, I think one of the most potent ones that was stronger in orange was the Ghost, and I think that this is more potent in orange than the Ghost. So if you have the Ghost orange cream had a little bit too much orange, then this Gorilla Mind is going to be too much for you because it's giving you more orange flavor than the Ghost one, which was the highest. I am actually going to be giving this a 9.5 because it is stronger than the Ghost one at 9.4. And man, all those 9.4s are super solid drinks too, but this one is just a little bit more potent than those on the list there. So it's getting slightly higher than those, but it's definitely not the top of the list. And pretty close though. Great job to Gorilla Mind with their Orange Ice Dream. Thank you again to Gorilla Mind for sending me this drink in exchange for an honest review. I really do appreciate it. And as promised, if you're looking to find out all the information you need to know about Gorilla Mind, I will include that video right there. Don't forget to check out caffeineman1.com to sign up for my newsletter going over what I went over last week, what will be coming up next week. And if you want to see my battle of the Orange Dreamsicles, I'll put that right there. It's not very accurate anymore because, like I said, there's a long list of Orange Creamsicles now. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.